Alright, y'all boys, look, man, we here with another One Piece discussion video, bro. Now, look, it's not finna be too much for me to talk about this video, and if I sound kind of tired, I apologize, because I was just streaming on my main channel. If you interested, go sub about me gaming and doing other reactions over there. Just got done playing some Elden Ring DLC. But anyway, bro, I really wanted to make this video to talk about the whole Bonney shit, because I know a lot of people in the One Piece community have been having this discussion about Bonney lately, whether they like it or not. I really want to do the video just about that. And that's mainly what this video is going to be on, but we're going to touch on some of the other little things that happened this chapter. So it's basically going to be a chapter discussion, but we're going to be mainly focusing on Bonney at the end of the chapter, right? Now, going over all the other little things that happened in this chapter, we ended up seeing the robot fall in the ocean right to start off the chapter, of course, and we see some of the message fizzling in and out as the robot is sinking in the ocean, right? We see the message says, it's like blank and their name was blank. So Vega Punk was saying something about somebody amongst the Willa D, and if I gotta take two guesses here, it's either him saying amongst them there is Joy Boy, or amongst them there is Monkey D. Luffy, or potentially amongst the D clan there is a traitor. I'm definitely leaning towards it being either the Joy Boy shit or the traitor shit. It makes the most sense, honestly. We never really heard of there being a traitor in the D clan, but I feel like because of people like Rox, Dizabek, and Marshall D. Teach, we all suspect there to be just that one nigga in the D clan who be on some treacherous shit. For all we know, maybe Emu might be that motherfucker. I don't know. Would that be a plot hole if he is a Willa D member? I don't know. I said that in the last week's video, and with this message sounding like this, it seems like it could be more likely. But it's a good chance Vega Punk was talking about the motherfucking about Joy Boy. It's probably what he was talking about, right? Speaking of that, the ancient robot even says, "Joy Boy, where did you go? I wanted to cross paths. You were right here, Joy Boy. How strange." So it seems like the ancient robot knew Joy Boy, maybe, right? Because he said he wanted them to cross paths. That don't really sound like a nigga who knew somebody before, but it's still potential. It's still potential for them to have known each other in some way, shape, or form, right? Now we see more people reacting to the message, and this is when we start having some people believe that Luffy is the one who killed Vega Punk, and this is I figured this was gonna happen because of the way the newspaper set the shit up. Newspaper literally set up Luffy and his crew to be for this crime to be pinned on them. You know what the fuck I'm saying? But I find it kind of stupid how you even got niggas like Leo, one of the Tontadas, even saying did Luffy do this shit. Like, nigga, come on, bro. But anyways, bro, we scroll down and we see Vega Punk, and I said Vega Punk, my fault. Technically Vega Punk, but it's York, you know what I'm saying? She's talking to the other Gorosei about how it's only 2 Vega Punk members left. And I find it kind of fucking funny how we just never figured out or really even confirmed or saw a body for Shaka after the whole York popped him in the head shit. I just find it kind of funny because it's like niggas really just forgot about that nigga, left him in the fucking dust. But yeah, the Gorosei said that they want to eliminate the last 2 Vega Punks so York can be the only one left. And they still want to use Punk records for their own personal gain. So if York is still left, they can still do it. So that's their plan here. Lilith is on the Stratum. I think Lilith is with all the other weakling Straw Hats like Nami, Robin, and Chopper and shit. And I believe Alice is with Sanji waiting on Luffy on another ship with Bonney type shit, right? I believe that's where she's at. So I don't think nothing gonna happen to these 2 motherfucking Vega Punks, to be honest. I think Lilith and Atlas will make it out. Honestly though, now that I'm thinking about it, I might be feeling a little bit different about that. I wouldn't be surprised if Lilith was the only one left with us. And then York was with the Gorosei. Or something. York is wherever, and then it's just York and Lilith left. Honestly, I kind of wouldn't be surprised if the Gorosei like might try to fuck York over here. I don't know, bro. It's something, just a thought right there. But we ended up scrolling down somewhere. We see Luffy with the giants and shit, and Luffy ends up getting on the ship and he gets acquainted with niggas and he start eating food and shit. And Bonney over here torturing some vice admirals, you know what I'm saying, shrinking them, making them small and shit. Nothing major, bro. But then we got Mars coming in, flying in, chasing after the ship. And I'm not gonna lie, the way Sanji was staring at this nigga, bro, I really thought we was gonna get a Sanji Mars clash. Oda, you know you teasing the fuck out of it, boy. You know exactly what the fuck you doing. That's why I love you. But fucking the Giants block his fire, you know what I'm saying? Oimo and Kashi. And then they get burned and say it's hot as shit. And this is when we get into one of the more controversial moments of this motherfucking chapter, right? The Gorosei sees Bonney. Mars sees Bonney on the fucking ship. He tries to rush up and get her and shit. And Luffy tells Bonney, come on now, don't you want to blow these guys out of the water? And Bonney says she couldn't keep up in Luffy's form. And Luffy says, of course you can. Bonney says, I don't know how your powers work, but I'm sure you've got this. Well, that's what Luffy says to her, right? So after that, Bonney just says, distorted future and give me a future when I'm totally free. And she turned into the sun god, right? Now, like I said in the last video, I didn't check none of the comments. Matter of fact, let me see if there's any comments on that hoe right now. Yeah, I seen a few comments on the video, bro. One of y'all niggas said y'all was indifferent on it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas said it was a W chapter 2. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas might not feel the way about it. Me personally, I genuinely kinda don't really care, but I can see this. I can see me caring if this goes a certain route, and we're gonna explain this, right? I don't think anybody who's mad at this is dumb or anything, like how some people are here saying. I completely understand why some of y'all niggas don't like this shit. I completely understand it. Like I said, I genuinely don't care. I don't really like it, but it's not like I'm hating on it, right? Main reason I'm not hating on it is because back when Bonney did the other shit, when she did like the Gear 3rd like attack and shit in her flashback, we kinda, well, not niggas really didn't think she'd be able to go full on Gear 5, but niggas was having the discussion if she can copy Luffy powers or mimic this or mimic that, who knows what the fuck she could do type shit, right? Niggas was already talking about this, right? So I feel like maybe the reason why I'm not really mad at it is because in my brain, I've had this as a potential possibility somewhere down the line, right? But even then, bro, even if you try to look at it as far as like a writing standpoint, right? Symbolism wise, this shit go hard because Bonney couldn't go out in the sun when she was a kid and shit. Now she's technically turning into a variant of the sun god, you know what I'm saying? This shit go hard. She free now, you know what I'm saying? Symbolism wise, I have no problem with this. It works, it makes sense. It's just, I know a lot of niggas are probably looking at it like, this is Luffy's form. Like, first off, I'm gonna be honest. Copying an awakening is crazy work, nigga. That is crazy work. That is crazy, right? I feel like nobody had a problem with the whole her giving me a Nika-esque future and she do like a little Gear 3rd attack, giant body attack or some shit. Cause it's like, that's just Gear 3rd. An awakening, that's a form that niggas would think is specifically to Luffy. So I understand the backlash for the niggas who thinking like that. And for the other niggas who thinking Bonney just gonna be OP as fuck or whatever because it is, I don't think she's gonna be OP, bro. I think Oda's gonna give her some crazy drawback or some shit to where it's not gonna be this sweet. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna be honest, right now it's looking bad. It's looking bad. Like, just obviously we don't really know how her power fully works. But just the fact that she's able to even copy Luffy's alone is already enough, even if that's the only one she can really mimic in a way. You know what I'm saying? That's more than enough because Luffy's shit is some of the best shit out here. Especially since Bonney's shit is based off of imagination similar to Luffy's. So, you know what I mean? It is what the fuck it is. I don't think Bonney's gonna be too OP for one because she don't got the hockey Luffy got. She don't got the experience Luffy got. It's a lot of other things she doesn't have that Luffy has, right? I do think she'll be able to do some of the little goofy, wacky Gear 5 shenanigans, right? And I'm expecting her to do a little something, maybe even a little something to Saturn, honestly. That's what I really would want her to use this on, but Saturn's nowhere near this thing because they're on water and shit, you know what I'm saying? So who knows? She probably only gonna do an attack to Mars probably next chapter. Maybe Luffy, Bonney combination attack next chapter, you know what I'm saying? That shit might go crazy. But yeah, like I said, man, let me know how y'all feel about this. Now, the only reason why the only thing about this that got me kind of like, this could be bad for the future is because if you've watched Naruto, right, you know about the whole Naruto high five and every single nigga and they just all get nine-tailed chakra cloaks for that little short period of time, and they get a little bit of buff and it helps out all the little fodder in the war and shit, right? If this turn into some shit like that, we gonna have a motherfucking problem, gang. I can't lie. If this turns into that, I can't fuck with that. I can't fuck with that, and I would be mad, and I wouldn't like it, straight up. You know what I'm saying? I love One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Got a One Piece tat. Got a Luffy Gear 5 tat right here, my nigga. But if that's the case, I wouldn't fuck with that if that was the case, because I'm not trying to see that. This is enough. Leave it at Bonney. Maybe Bonney can mimic this, or maybe what? Maybe like 2-3 minutes or some shit max. Y'all know One Piece fights don't be lasting long. Even then, well, some of them do last long, but y'all know when it comes to how long a One Piece fight is, you really don't know. It got to be other things to let you know how long the fight been going on. My point is, Bonnie's probably not going to be able to be in this state for a long period of time. At least I would hope not, right? If all goes well, she's not going to be OP in this form. She's not going to be able to use it for long. And no one else is going to get it, and she's not going to be able to transfer it to anyone else. That is the best case scenario here. Worst case scenario, she can slap hands with niggas and pass Gear 5 to the whole fucking crew. And another worst case scenario is that her shenanigans are too OP, right? Because the thing with Luffy is he got the hockey and shit with the fruit. So when he do crazy shit, it's somewhat justified. If I see Bonney do some crazy attack on the Gorosei next chapter, and the Gorosei got stars coming out of his eyes on some Kizaru shit, I'm gonna be looking like, what the fuck? Because, you know what I'm saying, Bonney don't got hockey that strong, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she ain't got shit, but that strong to be doing niggas like that, I don't know. Now, it could just be a thing where the whole little Nika Toon Force shit just breaks reality as a whole, but like I said, Oda shouldn't have Bonney getting no crazy feats in this form. Also, another thing that I just thought about since we were talking about that's the next thing I want to talk about, bro. With this Nika Bonney being able to copy Luffy's shit thing, I think this makes it kind of more likely that Bonney could potentially join the crew. I don't know how some of y'all niggas feel about that. Me personally, I don't mind 2 Nikas in the crew, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Bonney being on the crew kind of fits better than Yamato. I wanted Yamato to be on the crew, but I genuinely think Bonney fits better because she's almost like just a miniature Luffy in a way. I heard Morge, y'all know who Morge is, I always say this, but y'all, yeah, I watched a video, one of his like a minute ago, and he was talking about how Bonnie's like Luffy's successor, and she could be like Shanks, Luffy could be like the Shanks for Bonney, because y'all know Bonnie's like 12 in reality. And that sounds actually kind of cool. I just feel like her dynamic fits with the crew more. Just because of how she eats and shit that's similar to Luffy, you know what I'm saying? She could be serious at times to playing with the other part of the crew, and she's still a kid at the end of the day, so she's still gonna have that kitty aspect, like how the crew has the goofy aspect sometimes. So I don't know. I like Bonney personally as an addition to the crew, for real. But yeah, like I said, as long as she ain't chakra slapping the whole crew with Gear 5 and we pulling up to Marie's Ride with Gear 5 crew, I ain't gonna fuck with that. But if she joined and she just here and it's her and Luffy doing this little shit, bro, I don't really give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people really got mad at it. I don't really care. This isn't anything that's gonna make me too pissed off, but like I said, I've told y'all things that if it does get that far, I'm gonna be mad. Like I said, man, let me know what y'all think about this shit in the comment section below. Overall, besides this Bonney shit though, this chapter was pretty solid. I'm glad we don't have any fucking breaks. Hopefully we can see some shit with Zoro next week with Venus, and maybe we can even see what's going on with the robot. Maybe the robot has more inner monologue next week, or maybe the Gorosei say something about the robot next week too. I'm gonna have a prediction video out. It's 1 in the morning right now. I'm recording this shit, bro. I'm finna wake up in the morning and edit this shit for y'all niggas. Love y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry this is a little bit shorter. I was kind of tired, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Love y'all boys. Peace, man.